they are not permanent. But the decisions that you make that flow from your heart, they will determine the course of your life. So gentlemen, you and I have a consistent pattern of choices to make. What will that pattern be?
When you step into an elevator, you decide where you're going to go. And it's the same with your pursuit of purity. You can decide what you do, where you go, and ultimately the path you take. It's always your choice.
I'd like to talk to you about lust and how it pertains to your pursuit towards greater purity. Now, look, when you think of the word lust, when I think of the word lust, I think we all have the same idea. An individual looking at website after website, scrolling through picture after picture, watching movie after movie of inappropriate material that only ends up hurting those closest to them. But there's more than just that definition of lust, that idea of lust. When you look in the dictionary, you see that actually lust is also known as a strong desire or passion for something. Think about that. A strong desire or passion for something. Where do your desires come from? Where do your passions develop? They come from your heart. And we got to go back to God's word to see what he says about our heart. Now look, there are a lot of verses that talk about the condition of our heart, but there's one verse in particular that I think really drives home the point of what I'd like to share with you today. And it comes from the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 23. It says this, "Guard your heart above all else, for it determines the course of your life." Did you hear that? God is telling us to guard our heart above all else, for it will determine the course of our life. When you or I deal with temptation or lustful feelings, they're temporary. They come and they go. They're triggered by what we see or by places that we visit, but they are not permanent. But the decisions that you make that flow from your heart, they will determine the course of your life. So gentlemen, you and I have a consistent pattern of choices to make. What will that pattern be? Will we engage in choices and behavior that honors those closest to us, that honors God? Or will we be like the wind, back and forth, following whatever temporary feelings of lust may hit us at any point? I think you know the answer for your life. I know the answer of mine. So let us continue to make good choices. Let us continue to make choices that come from a place that honor each and every person we encounter, and most of all, God above. Now remember this, the pursuit of purity, it is a privilege. It's not a burden. And yes, some days may be hard, but that does not mean that the journey is impossible.